Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I'm Rhonda, if you're new here. And if you're not new here, thank you for always coming back. I appreciate you. Today, I am going to get in the driveway garden. We are going to put out the bird baths. We are going to replace some plants that didn't come back and plant some new plants. Yesterday, Scott and I planted out in the back of our property. We planted 17 trees, you guys. 17. From 9 a.m. till right around 4:30, we were out there. We planted those two big white oak that he bought on a random purchase. I got 3 autumn blaze maples that I wanted out there. There were some oak trees, there were some darker red Norwegian, I think they're called, saplings and maple saplings that we were growing, and we put them out there. We dug the holes, we composted, we mulched, and then we had to fence them in because there's so much deer back there that they would eat those little saplings down to the ground. So I told him today, he's like, oh, let's do this. And I'm like, no. I worked with you all day yesterday, and I was sore this morning when I woke up. I said, you do not get to have me today. I am working in my driveway garden and doing fun stuff. Maybe at the end we will go in the vegetable garden and do some work there. But I think for the most part, we are going to be in the driveway garden today. So do you guys remember last fall when we got this shed? My girlfriend was going to throw it away, and I said, no way, we want it. And then I put my bird baths back here, so I am going to take those out of here, put them in my cart, and we are going to go and clean them up and set them up in the driveway garden. You guys, this sucker is heavy. There's a bunch of dirt on the bottom. There we go. Hopefully it's still level. I can't believe I waited so long to do this. You guys, today is June 1st, and I'm just now putting my bird baths out. They should have been out a month ago. There. That looks pretty good, I guess. We'll have to clean it up a little bit, but nothing a little scrubbing and water won't fix. All right, next one. Oh, that's super crooked. To get Scott over here to help me get that more level, but they're out. For the planting, I have these, what are these called? Fire Island, I think. And then when we come up in front here, I had some little carex grasses. I had 3 of them, and there is absolutely no sign of life, you guys. I really don't think that these are coming back. I think they would be sprouting something by now. There's nothing going on. So I thought I would plant these to pull the yellow from these. I don't know if the leaf will stay yellow like that, but that kind of matches. So I thought to pull pull it across, I would plant these two little hostas in here, and they are called Yellow Polka Dot Bikini. And they are zone 3 through 8, 6 to 12 tall, 15 to 18 inches wide. Keep well drained. 1 to 3 hours of filtered sun. So I thought those would be cute here. I'll kind of plant one there, and then I will pull this other one over here like that. So I thought I would put those there, and it would kind of pull the yellow over. And then over here I have 3 Japanese painted ferns, and I have 2 more. So I thought we could make a circle around this tree. I thought we could go kind of like one here, and then like one back here poking out. Oh, I bet you I could probably fit, I could fit 3 back here. Have this one like poke out by this hosta here, and then have one over here like that. Oh, I probably have enough room to put one back here behind the tree. All right, let's try that. I changed my mind. I think I'm gonna leave the ferns around the tree how I have them, but instead of doing a 3rd fern behind the tree, I'm going to plant this, it's called Empress Wu, and it gets huge. And I have the space back here. I'll turn the camera around and show you. I have this huge space back here that I would love to fill up with like one huge big like statement hosta. And then I have these tiny little, they're called Francis William. And they have like a green yellow kind of leaf. So I thought I would put those kind of back here because I have a solid, and then the yellow ones over there. I thought it would just kind of go around and pull your eye. Let me show you. Okay, so we are in the back kind of looking up, and then those are the hostas, and the ferns are there by the tree. So there'll be like a space in between the 2 hostas, the Japanese ferns. So this guy can get really big. It'll take him a couple of years, but I think he'll grow into it. And then we walk through, and this is the, don't mind the weeds, the daycare path. So this is what I'm thinking. We have this yellow, and it's going to pull your eye over to the 2 little yellow polka dot bikini, and then you kind of see the solid green, and then we have the 2 Francis William and the Empress Wu back there with the Japanese ferns. Now the Mother Mary, she was here. I didn't want to throw her away because I didn't want bad juju, so she will forever be a part of this driveway garden now, you guys. And look how pretty. Look at these. I think these are the pumpkin spice heucherellas. I will double check and I will put them on the screen for you. But wow, look at that color. So this will be the view walking up the path. You have the bird bath, and that's a box elder Scott cut down, but he only cut down half of it because the outdoor kitties love to use it for a scratching post. So that will always be there. So we have this flow of green and orange, and then we will have a little bit of color back there with the different variegation of leaves with the Japanese ferns, and then we have the yellow and some orange. Oh, I think it'll be pretty. Okay, let's plant. I'm so bummed my Carex didn't make it, but I don't, there's nothing, like there's no green. It's all dead. So I think we gotta call it. But I will replace them with these cute little, these new little hostas. I don't know what I did. I guess they just weren't meant to be in my garden this year. Maybe I'll try again. Or they could have, oh look at, maybe I just didn't break up the root ball enough. Let's get these cute ones in. I think probably like that. They say they grow 15, how much? 15 to 18 inches wide. So I think that's about right. All right, where's my shovel? Can you see that? Where it's, there's two little plants, see? 1 and 2. So I could technically get 3 of these and put them and do 1, 2, 3. I mean, they'd be little, but they would grow. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, let's rethink the spacing. Okay, so I have 3 ferns right there, and then I have the heuchera right there. So I think I'll put the big one in the middle. And then the 2 little ones, 1 on each side. And I'll maybe set them back a little bit so it kind of makes like a little swoop. Let's do that. I forgot what I was talking about, the weather and how nice it's been. Well, it's June 1st, you guys. Today is June 1st. So it is time to do all things outside. We have to get our garden planted, our vegetable garden. We are a little bit behind on that. Oh, let's see here. I don't know if I can separate these or not. I don't want to break them off. Oh, okay. Back to the original plan. I don't want to break these. See how it's connected? I don't want to break that. And then not have them grow. So, back to the original plan. We're planting 2. Isn't that sometimes how it works? All right, let's see. We'll do this one and this one right here. Let's get some biotone. Isn't that how it works? Sometimes you just got to roll with it, you know? Sometimes you have a plan and that plan might change. And sometimes it doesn't. There we go. Put him in there. Get him in there nice and deep. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Tuck him in. And give him his tag so I can remember what he is. Yellow polka dot bikini is kind of a hard name to forget, but you forget. All right, let's see here. Let's get this guy planted. Biotone. Oh, look at his roots. Oh, he's got some good roots in there. Nice. Okay. Get him all tucked in. There we go. There we go. Give him his little tag. Cover him up and give him a drink of water. Get that all over my knee. There we go. Oh, cute. Okay, let's plant some ferns next. I have you guys down on ground level because I want you to see what I'm doing. I'm just gonna dig a hole kind of around this tree. I think this hosta here will grow to be a little bit bigger. So I want to tuck this in like that. So it just kind of peeks out. I thought that would be pretty. And plus around this tree, it'll look like, you know, it'll give it like a woodsy look. All right, let's grab our biotone. Sprinkle a little bit in there. Fern out. Oh, come on, little buddy. Stuck on this tag. There. Go. Break up the roots. Whoops, I'm sorry. Break up these roots a little bit to encourage some growth. There, look at that. I'll just tuck them in. There. Put the tag in. I'm sure I'll remember Japanese fern. Okay, let's plant the other one. And then this one I'm just gonna put right next to it. Dig a good hole. Sprinkle in some biotone. See, look at the roots. Can you see that? So if you don't break those up, it'll like choke itself out. Like it just, they grow in a circle and they keep growing in a circle. So if you break it up a little bit, it encourages new root growth and it encourages them to grow down instead of around. That was loud. Sorry about that. And which is true because I think that's what happened to my carex grass, you guys. I don't think I broke it up enough. So it choked itself out. All right, put in the tag, cover it with mulch. I'm gonna probably cover up the camera, so I'm apologizing now. There we go. Now let's give him a drink of water. All right, let's get this hosta in the ground. It is called Empress Wu. And from what I know about it, it gets huge. So I'm going to give it all this space to grow. I went in and put my mic on, so I'm hoping you guys can hear me because there's so much traffic today. We live kind of, it used to be a main thoroughfare back in the day, and then they built the big highways. So now it's just used for the locals and like motorcycles. We have a lot of motorcycle traffic in the summertime. So I thought if I put my mic on, you might be able to hear me a little bit better and it would drown out some of that traffic noise. Oh, look at this. Oh, this poor little buddy. He needs to get planted. Look at all of those roots. Oh my gosh. He needs to get in the ground. Come on, pal. We'll get you started. I need a little bit more dirt. There we go. Let's get you all tucked in. Ready to start your life here on living in my driveway garden. Nice. There we go. Let's give him a drink. There. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to plant these other two little ones while we're at it. And then you guys, at the end of the video, I have something super fun to share with you that we have here on the farm. I don't want to ruin it, so I'm going to wait. So you have to watch till the end. But trust me, it's so worth it. What a beautiful day to play in the garden. I mean, I can't think of a better way to spend a beautiful sunshiny day than to get in your garden and plant some fun plants. Now these little hostas are called Francis William. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Tiny little starts, but you know what? They'll grow. Let's see, they get 24 inches tall to 36 inches wide. Nice. All right, plug that. Did I put biotone in there? I think I did. I hope I did. I think I did. I forgot. All right, let's get this little guy in the ground. So many roots from these trees. I'm just breaking them up. It's not going to hurt anything. All right, biotone. Break that up a little bit. There we go. There we go, little buddy. Tuck him in. Put his little tag in there. And we'll give him a drink of water. Oh, you probably can't even see. Look, here he is. You probably can't even see what I was doing. Gee whiz, let me lower the camera and I'll show you. Sorry. There we go. See, I planted that one and I planted that one back there. Okay, let's give him a drink. There we go. Nice. Okay, I'll turn the camera around and show you, seeing as how I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so we put in the two little Francis Williams, and then we have the Empress Wu, and we put in the two ferns. So everything kind of will tie together, you guys, as we go around like this. And we got those two little yellow polka dot bikini. Oh, I threw in some Creeping Jenny because I thought that color would be really pretty and it would, you know, pull the yellow. So that is what we have. The little plants are back there. Oh, I love it. This is what we did today. We planted this Empress Wu hosta, and then we planted those two small Francis William little starter hostas. And then we planted two more Japanese ferns. And if we walk up front here, we planted these two. Let me spin you around without making you too dizzy. We planted these two polka dot bikini, yellow polka dot bikini, in the driveway garden. And then we got out the bird baths. And I just cleaned those up and filled those off camera because that's boring. But I think the birds are going to love having that here. And then we put one down here. This one I don't fill with water because the dish is so shallow. So I just get like a pretty plant and I set it on top. But it's a little frog. It's so cute. I used to put hens and chicks in there and they grew really well, but it's in the shade now. And then if we walk back here to the back part of the driveway garden, we put in this bird bath on my pretty little stone that I made last year, decorative little stone. And then there's that. And the driveway garden is looking amazing, you guys. I lost a couple of plants, like my other carex grass was in this circle of rocks. I had 3 here too. See them? And they didn't come back. So I don't know. Maybe I'll get some more and give it another try. But they're kind of pricey. So we'll see. Look at these little purple phlox. They're so pretty. That color. Oh, I just love it. Yeah, everything is looking really good back here. Well, you guys, that's it for today's video. Thanks for hanging out with me as I planted up some new hostas and I got some ferns in the ground. I finally got my bird baths out. Oh, I am so ready for summer and planting season. It feels so good to be outside and get my hands in the dirt again. Oh, I almost forgot, you guys. I have a surprise. Just wait. I can't sign off yet. Let me give you a little update. So I have this bantam chicken named Ivy. She's like 9 years old and she goes broody every spring. And I never let her sit on eggs because it was just never, like it just never felt like the right time. So I gave her 4 eggs to sit on and only one of them hatched. 2, I think, broke because I have a Polish chicken named Maud and she would climb in there with Ivy all the time. And I think 2 of the eggs broke. And then one, hello, Roy. And then one didn't hatch and that was a black copper marin egg. And I don't think Roy is very friendly with those girls. So let me show you what happened. You guys, look. We have 4 new babies. Now this black one right there is the one that hatched here on our farm. And I wanted her to have more than just one baby. So we went to Fleet Farm and we picked up 3 little Americana chicks. See if I can get up there. We picked up 3 little Americana chicks for her so she could feel like she had more babies and that she was like a mama. Aren't they cute? And there's my girl Maud. She is pacing like crazy because she wants at those babies. And I gave her, let's see if I can spin you around here. I gave her those eggs in there, see they're marked, to lay on. But she is so obsessed with the little chirping of these little babies that she isn't really laying on them. But isn't that fun, you guys? Look at them. So cute. So that is our fun news, you guys. Aren't those little babies so cute? I love watching Ivy finally get a chance to be a mama and have little babies and teach them like how to eat and how to drink and how to peck around on the ground. Like she's teaching them how to be little baby chickens. You guys, I've never hatched out, like naturally hatched out chicken eggs. I've always gone to Tractor Supply or somewhere that sells them, and we've always purchased them. So to have that little black one hatch out and actually be Roy's and one of the other chickens, I don't know whose the mom is, but it was so fun to just lift her up and see that little baby under there. So now I can sign off, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me as we planted a ton of, well, not a ton, but a lot of new plants in the driveway garden. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye, friends.